Are you looking for a guidebook for Spain? In this video, I go over 3 of my favorite guidebooks and phrasebooks to help you have an awesome experience in Spain. Hi, I'm Lindsay and welcome to my channel. On my channel, my goal is to give you guys practical tips and insight for living and teaching abroad in Spain, in your career and life. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you'd like to see more weekly videos. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to go over 3 of my favorite guidebooks for Spain and 3 phrase books. Alright, so let's get started. So my first recommendation for a guidebook for Spain is Rick Steves' Spain 2017. This is the latest edition of his Spanish guidebook, and it's also the #1 bestseller on Amazon. Now, Rick Steves, if you know anything about Rick Steves, you may not know anything about him, but probably in the late 90s, early 2000s, he was probably the hottest. Not like physically hot, but just like most popular travel guide in the world. You can find him on like PBS, like traveling all across Europe, South America, Asia. Like Rick Steves, he just is best friends with everybody. So anyway, in his guidebooks, I think he like specializes on not just like the places to see, but also a lot of cultural tips and just like insider information for getting the most out of your experience in wherever you're traveling, but particularly to Spain in this book. And if you look inside, you can see this is not a like color printed book or anything like that. His is mostly like details about each city you go to, special things to see, places to eat, how to behave in the culture there, etiquette about where you're going. That's what Rick Steves like a pro at. So anyway, this is the #1 bestseller right now on Amazon for guidebooks for Spain. So moving on to my favorite #2 book, this bad boy. This is the DK Eyewitness travel guide to Spain, and it's by far probably the thickest guidebook for Spain that I think is available. But the thing that makes it really cool is that even after you maybe travel abroad to Spain or something and you take this book back home, you can leave it on your coffee table and everyone loves to pick it up and look at the pictures. Let me just show you some of my favorite pictures in this book. This is one of my favorite pictures. This is, I think, from the Parque Güell in Barcelona. You can just see how colorful these pictures are and really high quality. This is another picture of the Spanish islands. I think this might be, I'm not sure if it's from the Canaries or the Balearic Islands, but anyway, you can see it's an awesome picture. This one's probably definitely from like Mallorca or Ibiza or something like that. It has a more Mediterranean blue ocean look. Anyway, in this book you can see that there's a lot of pictures and details, but it's not so big on maybe cultural tips or insider tips. It might more show you like typical foods of a place, and things like that. But it's a beautiful book, and even if you don't even travel to Spain, but like you just like to look at the pictures, this one's great for the coffee table. So if you're looking for something in between those two, maybe Rick Steves doesn't have enough pictures for you, or maybe the other one is just too heavy, the DK Eyewitness one, because it's a really big book. This book, I think, is a good fusion of both of them. It has beautiful like color printed pages, it has good insight, it's much smaller. This one's the Lonely Planet version, by the way. I think it's a great guidebook just as well as the other ones, but I love buying several different ones to get different information and different perspective from the authors of those guidebooks. Anyway, so this one is still a great choice for going to Spain. It's a little bit smaller than the other ones. And moving on to the phrase books. Actually, this one I thought was a phrase book, but it's actually just a pocket guide. This is the Berlitz Pocket Guide Spain. This is just basically a mini guidebook, which is awesome. It has information about cultural topics, cool things to do in each city, and in the back there's like a little mini phrase guide if you need that as well. So this might be a great bet all in one if you just want something really small to carry around and keep handy. This is the Berlitz Pocket Guidebook Spain. This one is just a Lonely Planet Spanish phrase book, very similar to the other one I had, this one. But actually this one goes a little more in depth on like social situations or dating or just, you know, a little bit more cultural vocabulary than this one. This one might be a little more like basic vocabulary for, you know, getting around and things like that. So anyway, those are my 3 favorite guidebooks and my 3 little pocket guides. And in addition, I also have something else I want to share with you guys. I'm going to be giving away one of these Rick Steves Spain 2017 guidebooks for my very first giveaway. So recently I just passed 1,000 gosh, I wish 1,000. Recently I just passed 100 subscribers on YouTube, and I know for most people 100 subscribers like doesn't really sound like much at all. I mean, especially compared to Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, but actually 100 subscribers on YouTube is really hard to get. It's almost like having at least 1,000 on Instagram or more. It just takes a lot longer. But I want to celebrate with you guys and give back to you guys. So in order to give back to you guys, I am going to be giving away one of the Rick Steve Spain 2017 bestseller on Amazon guidebooks. So if you want to enter to win this guidebook, I'm going to put the link below. You have to subscribe to my channel for your very first entry. And if you follow me on my other forms of social media, I think Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, you will get an extra additional entry for every one of those social medias that you follow me on. Anyway, so I'm going to do this as an international giveaway because I'm just sending a book and hopefully it won't be that expensive to send to other countries if someone wins from another country. So this is my first giveaway. It's kind of a little bit of an experiment, but let's see what happens. Anyway, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel and been following me since the beginning over the past several months. I just want to get back to you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comment or suggestion about other guidebooks, just leave them in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching.